What's up, guys? In this video today, it's a special treat. You get two Dwaynes for watching one time. All right. Many of you know I'm an entrepreneur, multiple businesses, but a lot of people don't know where I came from. And this man right here, Dwayne Broom Sr., I'm the second. He's the one that got me on my path of entrepreneurship. And we're just going to have a conversation to help you guys go to the next level in your life and your business. And with that being said, Dad, welcome to the first poolside talk at the house. Happy you were able to do this on short notice. I know you've been extremely busy. But yeah, one of my biggest questions I actually have for you, which I'm sure is going to help them. How long have you been doing business?
As an employee or as an owner?
As an owner.
40 years.
Okay. Safe to say he made it past the 5 years in business with 40 years. Just saying. Out of those 40 years, do you regret anything about being a business owner?
No regrets about being a business owner.
Yeah.
Okay. Lessons learned, things could have done better, yes. But regrets, no.
Okay. Safe to say, if you had to do it all again, you would go in business again for yourself?
Absolutely, absolutely. I would be wiser, smarter, sharper, taking advantage of my youth. And that's the real key.
Yeah.
Because there's just certain things you can do when you're younger. Losing sleep, the extra hours, the going all different directions. It's a little bit easier as you're younger, even though you can do it as you add years. There's some things I'd have done different,
yeah.
You know. But yes, I would definitely do it again.
Okay. I don't know why I gotta do this. For some reason, since this is the first time I'm doing this, we're not going to stop the conversation. I just got to get up and make sure this camera's recording.
You're good.
Because I would be upset. Okay, we're good. It's recorded. Because I'm like, man, this is too good for us not to catch this on video, okay? So, guys, I had to do that. Like, my anxiety was going because I'm like, man, if this isn't recorded, y'all are going to miss out, you know.
I don't know if we need to go back and edit this. But no, we won't have to. Go ahead. We're good.
Awesome. Bear with me, guys. This is uncut, unedited, just raw for you guys. For me, since I've only been in business now less than the 40 years, of course.
Sure.
No regrets. Like you said, you definitely learn a lot through the journey of being a business owner and just entrepreneurship. The only thing I wish I did sooner was go at it full force. Because I feel like for me, when I first started OPG, it's been going great, but if I went even harder, like on the sales side, it could have definitely been even bigger today than what it currently is.
Sure.
You know. But yeah.
But part of what I've seen in your journey in business, you had more going on than just the business.
Yeah.
When you're dealing with family, you know, and being a great parent in the process alongside of running a business, you gave great focus to being a dad.
Yeah.
So you can say, well, I could have gone harder, but there might have been a sacrifice you made on the other side. So I'm saying that to your credit.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, you could have gone harder, but you might have neglected the input that you're putting in, because this is real life.
Yeah.
Everybody, or some of the people that may watch this they may have family. And you did not sacrifice family in order to increase the business.
True.
Plus, you wore multiple hats.
Yeah.
I've seen you wear multiple hats, you know, sales, administration, HR, you know, accounting. You carry, and that's what many entrepreneurs get into at the early stages of their business.
Yeah.
They're wearing multiple hats, and you've got to navigate that and still have time for life. Okay? Can you balance it all? Yeah. That's why it's important to know this is what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
You know, you're doing something. I've watched you. I remember one time at one of the events that you did, I watched you walk around that place as almost as though someone was up above with a remote control. You were everywhere you needed to be at the right time, and that was divine help.
Yeah.
Okay, and I believe that's part of the success many people can engage in if they know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Makes a difference.
No, definitely. I know for me, because I'm always looking for the next business to start, everything like that. And now with the community that we've been building, I realize if you're not actually in it, don't even waste your time doing it.
Yeah.
Only because you're going to slow yourself down and beat yourself up. Because most business owners, they get into it, yes, for the money, but they want the success from it as well.
Sure. Yeah.
And people beat themselves up because they don't get to where they want to be as quickly.
Sure.
You know, so definitely you have to get into something that you know you want to do or you're passionate about, only because that's where you won't have the burnout.
Sure.
Like for me with OPG, the community, I don't feel burned out wearing all the hats. It's a juggling act,
Sure.
but it's not like, oh man, I have to work. I want to make a phone call, but that's completely different than not wanting to actually have to do something.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, it's been a journey. It's definitely been a journey. I'm excited to see where we're at in the next 7 years for both of them, because I know on just the community side, 7 years from now, how big it's going to be.
Sure.
Because for building that community and helping people, that's always been a passion ever since I was younger, ministering in church back in the day, everything like that. I enjoyed helping people. And it's always easier to help someone after you've already been through it.
Yeah.
You know, so I've been through many fires already. I know you have tons of war stories as well of being in business. So I'm just excited to see where the community, OPG, and my other ventures are at in the next 7 years. And I know for you, for your business consulting, I know you're excited to see how far that goes as well.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm excited to have you part of the community because I already know with both of us, there's no way it's not going to succeed.
Yeah.
You know. But one question that some people probably have to wrap their minds around, everything like that, in business, we know it's not going to be easy every day or anything like that. What would you recommend someone to do if they just feel like it's not going in their direction whatsoever?
It does go back to that, I call it an anchor. There's an anchor that you got to know you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. For me, I got a download, and I knew with 2 different business ventures, I knew that I knew that I knew.
Yeah.
Okay, there was no question. Because in the days of conflict, because the conflict comes. I like to say, well, you know, you can have this great vision, great dream, and you just go for it. Well, yeah, you can go for it. But when the pushback comes, you got to know you're going for something that you know you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
I don't know that there's another, for me, I don't know that there's another answer other than the natural is just persevere, just don't quit. Just don't quit. Yeah. If you just don't quit, even if you never had that divine download, if you just don't quit, you can get through it.
Yeah.
But you just got to resolve, you can't hang out with people that are quitters, that think about quitting, that support quitting. You can't be in a support group that's quitting. You know?
Definitely not in business.
Yeah, you can't have mentors. When I say mentors aren't necessarily people that you're looking up to that are excelling. everyone who you let speak into your life becomes a mentor.
Yeah.
So if you've got negative relatives, if you've got a negative spouse, negative kids, you can't listen to the negativity and succeed.
Yeah.
Because they're dripping their negativity. They may be even be being projecting their failures and their fears into your life. And so you've got to really pull back and almost insulate yourself and guard your heart and say, I'm supposed to do this. And when you do that, if you know the what well enough, the how will come.
I like that. I like that. Because I know, like, I shot a video earlier today because I watched the OKC game last night with Dallas. And it was a war for both teams the whole game. They were just battling. But what OKC did that Dallas couldn't, like, get over was they didn't quit. Like, normally when you're watching games and stuff, you could tell when a team kind of is like, okay,
give up.
we're done. Like, this game we're not going to win. And their body language is different. The way they're moving is different. Where last night, those boys for OKC, I don't even know the players, but they said they're not losing. And they just kept fighting every possession. And they won the game.
They came from behind?
They came from behind, which they were behind the whole game. They came from behind, took the lead, and Dallas almost tried coming, but they just sealed it. But just watching how the team came together, having the right people around them, and no one on the team quit, so everyone was working for the same mission.
Yeah,
I could just piggybacking off of what you just said. If you're surrounding yourself with the wrong people or listening to the wrong people, that's going to change your demeanor, change your body language to whatever you're trying to accomplish, and then you're not going to get there. Or you may get there just that much slower. You know, so for me, my recommendation for you guys is be mindful of who you're talking to, what you're listening to, because if not, you're opening yourself up to potential weights on your legs, slowing you down from where you're trying to get to at the end of the day. And I know what works best in business is speed. The faster you attack something, the faster you get the results that you actually want. Where that's, for me personally, with my businesses, I wish I attacked them with a faster speed. Because I already know if I would have done that, everything would have been so much further along by now. Not complaining where we're at, as you can see, but I wish I'd just attacked certain things just a little bit faster. With your years of experience in business, what's the biggest downfall you see most people fall into in business?
I don't know that there's one thing, to be honest. I really don't know. No, because it can come in a couple different arenas. They can have the passion for something, but be unaware of the surroundings. You can have a passion for something, like one of the things that helps you build something is you become strong in what you already know. For you, for instance, you understood a particular business and you built on that. Some people try to go into something they've got no knowledge of. And then they're basing everything they do on information they're getting from someone else, but they've got no basis. I learned years ago, if you make money and have a strength in a given area and you build on that, you can grow that easier than trying to put on someone else's armor. Oftentimes it's a lack of management. You have a passion, you have a business idea, got the vision, but it's how you put all that together. That's where wearing the multiple hats becomes a challenge at a certain point. I think many people get to a certain point and they don't pull together the infrastructure that they need. I'll say being unaware of what, being unaware of what the next step is. You have to recognize it's a process, it's a journey, there's steps, Because I see most businesses that don't go to the next level is because they get stuck at a level, not recognizing what's the next step from this level to go to the next level.
Yeah.
And that's not always easy to recognize.
Yeah.
Because you get into a pattern, you get into some habits of, I'm doing what I got to do, I'm doing what I need to do, I'm doing that next thing, I'm pushing. Sometimes it's a matter of making sure that you pull back enough, because sometimes it's the grind that grinds you down.
Yeah.
And you've got to sometimes pull back so that you can get a better perspective of what's really going on. And most folks don't talk about that.
Yeah.
You know, to take a day, take 2 days to get away from what you're doing so that you can get refreshed and see what you need to do differently or better.
Yeah. No, I like that because I was put together a video for the community and I was talking about putting your plan together. Because so as a business owner, you're so used to being in the day-to-day operations where you're just going with the flow, like getting whatever you need to get done for that day done for your business because you know that's what's needed for that day. But like you said, taking the step back and really putting a game plan down for the next week instead of that one day. So that way you can actually fast track your growth in a manner because you're no longer so laser focused on just getting through Tuesday with all the struggles you may have on Tuesdays. You're now focused on the bigger picture of the week or the month so that way you can really grow your business appropriately and a little bit easier because now you're not bogged down with the stresses of the Tuesday or the Wednesday that someone may have. You know, so just that video was really just trying to help explain how to put a game plan together to get you to your victory. Because for me personally, as a business owner, everything like that, I get so caught up sometimes in the day-to-day operations where I know the victory I want to have, but I'm so focused on this small thing down here where I'm no longer looking at where I'm trying to get to for the victory. So the 1-2 days to really anchor yourself and get focused again and regroup is definitely vital.
And you need the combination of both.
Yeah.
Because you can't live in that future, in that thing that's 5 months or 5 years ahead and ignore tomorrow.
Yeah.
You actually have to have the balance of, I've got to see where I'm going, but then I need to pull back and deal with today. And it's that balance that I believe makes all the difference. Because it's in this today, I may have someone or something or something in my sphere that I'm going to have to deal with that will affect my making it into that bigger picture.
Yeah.
So.
If y'all aren't enjoying this right now, I don't know what to do for you because you're getting so many nuggets right now to help you take your business to the next level and just to ground yourself and grow yourself, that if you just take these principles that we're talking about today, I promise you, you will change your life and your business drastically and quickly, guys. Because at the end of the day, like, since he's my dad, yes, like, I gotta say I love him, everything like that, but I love this man, not only because he's my dad, but he helped groom me in business when I was a kid. I would go on trips with him down West Palm Beach to go see customers. So this is all I've ever known is business. So me trying to get a regular 9-to-5 job or something like, which nothing's wrong with having a 9-to-5 job, it just wasn't me.
Yeah.
I only did corporate America for 2 years and that was it. I was out. I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
But it's because I was raised in a household where all we knew was business.
Yeah.
So everything else felt weird and sticky. It felt weird. I couldn't. Corporate America, 2 years working for Dillard's, that's all I needed, you know, to get me on the right path. But one of the things is, like my dad, we like to be low key at the end of the day. Like, because people that work for me, they make fun of me because some of them have fancier cars than me.
Sure.
But for me personally, I don't need to be flashy because I know what I got in the bank account, you know. And I know you're the same exact way. Like, just humble, willing to help anyone and everyone. Because you get to a certain stage in business where you just want to help people. At the end of the day, if you're doing business right, you get to a stage where you want to either help your customers, your employees, or just people that pop up randomly because you're in such a good place because of your business. And I know for you, you have the church as well, where you literally help people transform their lives in a whole different manner. You know, so all I've been around is business and helping people. You know, and I appreciate that. I want to thank you on camera so everyone can see that. You know,
You're welcome.
because at the end of the day, I wouldn't be where I'm at today without you. I'm at least humble enough, and I know, because with the constant advice you give me, like, this is my sounding board, guys. When I have an issue in my business, which is big, this is the man right here who's telling me, don't do that, do this, fire that person, keep this one. You know, this is the man. Talking about the remote control, he got me on a remote, you know.
I don't know.
But let's see, I'm thinking of, I have so many different questions I can ask. I'm trying to really think of what they need.
I got you.
Because I want this to really help them take their business and their life to the next level.
Well, can I share this?
Of course, by all means.
Because one of the things you talked about helping people, my bottom line desire was I wanted freedom and I wanted to take care of my family.
Yeah.
And so my thing was I was working on a business that would support me in both business, ministry, and taking care of my family. This was years and years ago when we first started. I wanted to take care of my family, and I didn't want to be I use this term, a begging preacher. So we built a business so that we could be taken care of and grow a ministry at the same time.
Yeah.
So I had a why. That's what the world calls, what's your why? I wanted my kids to be able to enjoy some life, you know. So check out what your why is. If it's only for the money, they may come up short. There are people that do it strictly and only for the money, but they might compromise other things. There's a greater value.
Yeah.
You know, like right now, your mom and I, when we talk about our family, we're pleased at the outcome, okay? She was able to stay home, raise you all, in part, pour in while I was out doing things pertaining to the business. So the why becomes a factor.
Yeah.
Helping people is one of the things that I believe that becomes normal, where you do it so that you've got more to be a blessing to your family and be a blessing to others. So I want to add that.
No, that's good, because from companies in the past that I was a part of in the MLM before opening OPG and everything, the why is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Because that's what's going to keep you going on those long nights.
Yeah.
Or you get a really bad phone call, you just lost a piece of business. Your why is going to make you get up and be like, okay, I need to go hunt again.
Yeah.
I need to figure this out, because my why isn't going to answer or take an answer contrary to what I'm trying to provide for them.
The why is bigger than the plan. It's as big as the vision and the day-to-day focus.
Yeah.
That what's driving me to do it. Okay?
Yeah. No, guys, make sure right now on your piece of paper or in the comments, write down what your why is. Because without a strong why other than money, like he said, you may fall short to the money side. But if you have a strong enough why, that will keep you going when times get hard. Because at 40 years, were times ever hard?
Really? Yes.
And I don't have 40 years. I have maybe, with the business, 7+ years. Sometimes it gets hard sometimes. But the why, the family, everything like that keeps me grounded for me to keep pushing forward, even when I don't want to.
I remember the time your mom and I, we went back to my hometown, Detroit, and took you all to an area of the city where I used to live. And I remember your sister saying, "Dad, thank you." I wanted better for my family than I had experienced growing up.
Yeah.
And so my focus, I never personally needed a better car, a better house. I really didn't need those things for me, but I always wanted to have an improved life, to take my family to another level, to give you all a platform to function from. I wanted you to have some shoulders to stand on so you could see something different, you know. And I remembered her statement. Y'all were in the back of the car looking around and saying, had Daddy not had a different vision, this is where we would have lived.
Yeah.
But of course I would have never met your mother. There's a lot of things that would, had I stayed there. But the point was having a vision for something better for my family.
Yeah. No, we definitely appreciated not living in Detroit in that area. So thank you. Like, I'll second Denise on that. Then having Little Man definitely changed my perspective and kind of redefined my why, because it just, having a kid changes your perspective on everything in life. And it is probably one of the best things that can happen to any real man or woman, because some parents, they're not good parents at the end of the day, but real men and real women know it's the best thing that could ever happen to you. Because that's why I want to push even harder to leave a bigger legacy for him, since he carries our name. You know, you got Dwayne Broom Sr., the second, and I have the third, you know, so definitely want to leave him and his kids something when I'm not walking this earth anymore. I'll probably get ready to wrap up in a few minutes here, but what would you say if there's only one thing that someone watching this today needs to take home with them, to take them to the next level? What would that be?
It comes down to the decision. You have to make a decision, because you can't waver in this. Opposition is going to come, life is going to come, weather is going to come. It's all, you know, you have to make a decision. I'm in this, and I am going to win. It really comes down to, it's not only the practical, the technical, the plans and the strategy. To live victorious and successful, it's got to come from within. You got to know, I am doing this. I may not know all the how-to the moment I start or 2 years in. You got to believe that there's a way through it, a way into that, I like to call it that promised land. There's a way into that promised land. And you can't let the giants, you can't let the politics, you can't let this being said in the economy, you can't let anything deter you from knowing, you know, I'm going to make it. And then don't let anything around you suffocate.
Yeah. No, that's good. And with that being said, when you make the decision, guys, make sure you realize that decision is going to change your life for the good, but there will be distractions and disruptions after you make that decision to do this. Because I know for me, whenever I made a decision for a business or anything like that, disruption really comes immediately. It comes to sidetrack you, get you off the decision you just made, and it's the attacks from the enemy at the end of the day. Because when I make decisions, when I told myself we're doing this, very next day, phone call, something in one of the businesses happened. And I have to try figuring that out while trying to stay focused on the decision I made to push forward. So when that disruption happens, guys, stay grounded and keep pushing forward. You can always, put it this way, You'll always lose if you quit.
It's simple, man.
Like, you'll always lose if you quit. So if you always keep pushing forward and you never quit, you can finally win. And with that, guys, we appreciate you watching this video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and join our community below if you want to connect with like-minded individuals in business. Because we want to make sure you have the tools and the business hacks to take your business from where it is to where you want it to be. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Have a good rest of your day.